This is Nearly His, a Grace Ford FBI suspense thriller, Book 5, written by Molly Black, read by Caroline. Prologue. Usually, the weekend mornings were a calm time for Jet Willis as he took his boat out, sailing into the southern Mississippi waters in an area particularly good for fishing. But today, Jet's thoughts felt as disturbed as the weather. This was no tranquil spring morning. It looked as if an early summer storm was looming. A crimson streak of sunrise was being swallowed by a threatening bank of pitch-black clouds rolling in fast. If a storm like this hit hard, his boat could be capsized in an instantly. He was close enough to the Gulf of Mexico to be affected by the moods and tides of the sea, and he'd seen some rough weather out here during storms. Plus, the incident of last night was preying on his mind. That drunken fight with his neighbor last night had been very troubling, giving him an uneasy feeling in his stomach. The conflict had been brewing for a while. Jet had been accused of making too much noise at night. He'd argued back that his neighbor always parked in the wrong place and often blocked Jet's way out. The argument had escalated fast into bitter personal insults, shouted threats, and other things too. Now, out on the water, as the fog in his mind cleared and his hangover headache eased, he was remembering what his neighbor had said. "You better watch out when you go on the water again. Might be that old boat of yours has developed a few extra holes in its hull. Wouldn't want to drown, would you?" He'd accompanied that threat with a sneering laugh. Drunk Jet had brushed it off as nothing more than an attempt to scare. But now sober, Jet was wondering, was his neighbor that toxic a man? Would he do something like that? In the last few minutes, he'd thought his boat seemed to be sitting heavier in the water than usual, but that could also be because of the extra jerry cans he had in the back. It wouldn't have mattered, except for this storm approaching. Thunder growled on the horizon, a lightning bolt lanced down, and he shivered, feeling a cool breeze blast through his hair. The increasingly troubled memory of his neighbor's threats, combined with the looming bad weather, was sending him a message that he shouldn't be out on the water at all. Maybe it would be better to turn back. His boat was really heavy in the water. He wasn't imagining it. It was feeling difficult to maneuver, and this storm was coming incredibly fast. He couldn't believe how swiftly the dark clouds were crowding in. That sliver of crimson was long gone, swallowed up, and his boat was really struggling now. It was as if something had suddenly gone wrong with it. Nope. He was a sensible man. He wasn't going to risk his life out here on the water.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?